guys, we are on our way in the car to our monthly mastermind to meet with some other amazing entrepreneurs that we're all building together, holding each other accountable. But it has not always been that way. And I remember when, actually right after you got fired, and there was like so many issues that popped up from there that we didn't realize at the time it was good.
Beneath the surface.
Yeah.
There were issues that brought some really deep things to the forefront that we weren't really aware of. And when those issues came to the forefront,
Lord,
it just created all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, so I would say one of the issues, like for me, one of my big issues was I started to feel insecure. Like I didn't feel secure in like knowing what was going on. I didn't have clarity because, you know, when someone's working a 9 to 5, you know, the 1st and the 15th, you know what's going to happen. But that wasn't the plan. Like I was already doing in full-time entrepreneurship, but for both of us to go into that like really unplanned, that's a whole nother ball game. So for me, really dealing with just needing to feel that level of security. And then I know with you, we talked a lot about like your identity and understanding.
Yeah, it really was a big impact to my identity because my identity was so wrapped up in what I did. And that happens a lot for men. And what's so interesting is that when that rug gets pulled from under us, we don't know who we are anymore. And when a guy doesn't know who he is, it creates all kinds of problems. So the insecurity on your part was actually also, I was also insecure because I wasn't secure in who I really am.
So we had to figure something out real fast, like quick and in a hurry, because we had to replace his income, and we were also dealing with these emotional issues. But you know, the 1st and the 15th, they come and go, and mortgage, they don't care. Lights, you know, they don't care of what's going on emotionally in your marriage, in your home. Like they don't care. But we have to figure it out. And so I think one of the biggest changes for us, the things that brought a big change for us, we want to share with you all, is us implementing something called our annual planning. And our annual planning really gave us a sense of clarity, gave us a sense of identity, and I would say security for me.
Yeah, and I would just also add to that, it actually caused us to confront certain things that needed to be addressed that might not have otherwise been addressed.
Right, so one of the biggest things for us totally changed when we started implementing this. And so we actually are walking people through this process on the latest episode of the Marriedpreneur Life podcast. It was episode 106?
106. Yeah.
106. And so I'm going to put the link in there so you all, if that's something that you're looking for more clarity. And just so you know, we actually do our annual planning like the opposite time that everybody else normally does it. We do it in the summertime. And so there's some great benefits for that. And it just works for us. But I think it's always important to know what works for you and your spouse and your marriage and your vision and your family and your goals and everything that you want to do, you want to accomplish. So we share all that with you as well too in that episode. So I want to make sure y'all go check it out if that's something that you're looking for, just clarity and working together, and especially if you've gone through stuff like this right here, like job loss unexpectedly, and there is light at the end of the tunnel. And it was, I would say, one of the best things that's happened to us. Absolutely
one of the best things that happened to us. And it's one of those things that, you know, this is critical going forward. So it's not like we're going to change or grow out of it or anything like that.
All right, y'all go check it out. Have a good one. Peace out.